I'm ready.
Oh, let's do this.
Game resumed.
Star bros and boners everywhere. Cepheus and Kalevi here, giving you game 2 between the player on the top right corner, Slayers Arthur.
On bottom left side, the most cheesy Zerg on Starbow in the Starbow community. It is Ejwoda.
The most cheeses are winning by playing a standard game, and he actually is up 1-0 versus former Team Slayers Arthur, which is quite insane and unbelievable. But that's the true case of what's going on right now. So we're gonna see if he can just take one more game. He can beat Slayers Arthur out of Eurobow number 4, which would be an incredible upset to say the least.
I declare the first game was too harsh and too much RNG.
like if Wuja gets Arthur out of this tournament, it's basically like me beating Jaedong. And yeah, that's
No.
pretty much the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. Jaedong is a way better player. Alpha.
Nah, not in Starbow necessarily. Jaedong's playing a lot of SC2, but I guess Jaedong is just more active a player though. I don't know. Well, Jaedong's better than...
Keep beating Boxer. That's
Yeah, okay.
that's
Yeah.
more accurate.
Yeah, Odor Preventer, all the money we get, either if it's from Twitch or from donation, goes to Starbow tournaments at this point. So yeah.
And to my breakfast.
And to Kalevi's breakfast. No, Kalevi doesn't need money for breakfast, he just shoots birds outside of a window with his gun that he has because he's a cop, and then he eats breakfast. That's how hardcore
Exactly.
he is. So Arthur's gonna try for the Forge Fast expand this time.
Yep.
Adjusting to the increased choke site by putting the pylon as a part of his wall. And I like that, that's smart.
Ejwoda playing really standard with his hatch first, spawning pool after. And I'm really interested this time when he decides to take gas, which was rather late last game. But he still managed to get his mirrors out soon enough to basically cripple Alpha enough so that he was frustrated enough to GG.
And I do completely agree with what you said earlier, though, that GG was very preemptive. I think Arthur was not out of that game. He was behind, sure, but he was not out of it. And the sound here just seems a little bit low. Just gonna increase it slightly.
I mean, a lot of it might have to do with not necessarily frustration, but also that Arthur is used to Zergs of another caliber. That means that he thought he would be further behind than he actually was, just because Ejwoda is not at the same level of macro than other Zerg players, perhaps.
That's actually true. Like, he's playing versus this guy, and he's falling behind and thinking, this guy's actually pretty good, and he doesn't have a clue who's actually playing Starbow and who isn't, like, or like who these people are. So
I love how we are just undermining Ejwoda's
I'm so sorry with that.
achievement here.
but you know, yes, but it is an amazing achievement. I would, like, if I beat Arthur, I would have the biggest grin on my face. Like, I remember the first Starbow tournament I ever played in, and we had the Percini guy playing, and he was basically the top dog of Starbow, and he just wrecked that whole tournament. But when I played versus him, I got one game off of it, and I was the only guy who got a one game off of him. Even the finals didn't get a game off of him, and I just was so happy about that. So
Remember when Reapers were actually even more imbalanced, like 1.5 years ago, and I did beat Lalouche with that. Okay, they are definitely strong now.
If I can beat Lelouch, we need to nerf these suckers. That's actually quite funny. So we're gonna have... Wuja has 3 bases up and running already. He's going for Zergling speed, he's going for lair, he's getting some spine crawlers? Where's his spine crawler? Oh, it's in the mineral line there. He's actually chasing away that probe, but it's... I think it's going to live. Oh, 1 health. Yeah, it's gonna live.
Yep,
Oh,
his Ejwoda's macro is actually not too off right now. He's
talking about undermining. His macro isn't surprisingly not horrible right now.
Compared to a professional gamer, he's pretty close enough to be considered equal at the moment.
We're not gonna look at the APM. So, Arthur again killing an overlord. Oh, I think we're just sacrificing Solar to scout, and he's going to not see the... No, he didn't. I don't think he saw the start
did.
gate. He did?
No, he didn't. Oh,
No.
damn it.
It's really close. And that is actually very important information. But on the same at the same time, he is making a spire. Okay, there it is. So he's gonna lose a couple overlords, and then he's gonna get scourges and chase them away. So that's basically what's gonna happen. So he should be fine. He can even transfuse it now. And he's transfused it. Wow. Telling him what to do, and he's listening to me. Can you transfuse an extractor? I guess you can.
Why wouldn't you? But why would you do that?
I need gas now!
40 energy on the queen, just to get... I gas like 2 seconds earlier!
Oh, give me the gas! Alright, so the Spire is going to complete. Wuja has some spare overlords to make sure he doesn't get supply stuck, which is really smart. And he's not going to have a lot of gas for his scourges, but he has 2 scourges on the way already. He also has a Spore Crawler, which will not save this overlord, but it will...
Oh, he could transfuse it! No, he couldn't.
No, he couldn't. He needs 40.
That's pretty...
Yeah, it's so underpowered right now. It's too expensive. Alright, so we have... Oh, he's actually getting Mutalisks. What do you think about this? Getting Mutalisks when your opponent already has Corsairs out?
Well, he gets 1 Corsair already. He snipes. Does a little bit of damage to the other one.
That helped answer your question, didn't it?
Yes. But usually it's a mistake. I mean, if you can catch some with the first couple of scourges, and Arthur did stop Corsair production.
Yeah. No, he has another one on the way now.
So might get a window of surprise, just by the fact. Well, I have 6 Corsairs, 4 Corsairs. There's no way he's gonna make Mutalisks now, so I stop making Corsairs. And that's what Alpha did, but then he got sniped and he saw the first Mutalisk and he immediately resumed Corsair production.
This is very interesting. He's got Corsairs and now he's starting to make Reavers, so he's actually going to go Sair Reaver. And Sair Reaver is so hard to pull off, even in Starbow, that we almost never see anyone do this, but if anyone can pull it off, it is a former Slayers pro gamer. And these 3 Mutalisks are going to do virtually nothing because we have twice as many Corsairs chasing them out almost, and that's always a scary sign.
I don't think Reaver Corsairs that difficult to pull off in Starbow.
I highly disagree, but that's just
compared to Root.
Oh yeah, no. It's probably as difficult as it was there, but the point is, it is a very difficult strat to pull off. It requires a lot of APM and a lot of game knowledge and game sense, and it's basically you're putting Viva Corsair. You're kind of putting all your money on one horse, and you need to make that horse work. And if it doesn't, you're just dead, and you're going to get contained forever. So, but if yeah, so we're gonna see Arthur. I actually talked to Arthur after the tournament, and he didn't know he could chrono boost photon cannons. So, just saying.
Yeah, that's also difficult to know if you never saw Starbow games. Like, there's no visual indication.
No, that's true. It doesn't say all the photon cannon can be chrono boosted. I should put a button up for that. Yeah, I should do that. Like a passive.
If chrono boost is used on a phantom cannon, it attacks 50% faster for 10 seconds.
Yeah,
and it is also says on the chrono boost production thingy.
Oh, it says it on the chrono boost?
Yes.
Yeah, it does. But I should have like a passive button on the like how concussive damage is a passive button. I should have a button like that too for the photon cannon. I think that would be good. I should type that down. Meanwhile, Arthur is just macroing up. The thing is, just Reaver Corsair is very difficult, but when you have an army of speedlots going with you, it becomes a lot simpler. And now they're speed upgraded. He has a very strong army moving out. We have 1 Lurker, a couple of Hydras, and a ton of Zerglings for Wuja. Not sure if it's going to be enough. He's got random Lurkers in his main, I mean in his third, so...
That's good, because there's no way this solid attack can do too much on the field, just by the fact that he doesn't have an observatory.
That's true, but he's gonna definitely cancel this base, but that's okay. As long as Wuja can try and stop Arthur's base, but he's actually gonna try and just surround his army instead. I kind of disagree with this. Why lose all your Zerglings when you can go and deny it? But he doesn't know though, but he has 1 Lurker that's gonna be annoying. But he really should just send 1 or 2 Zerglings up to the top middle. Oh, meanwhile, Reaver's in the main base. Gonna do some damage, gets one drone. See, they don't really get a lot of drones when you move them away, but here he's gonna drop another one here. There is a Spore Crawler here though, so this is gonna be a little bit dangerous for this war person, but he doesn't care, he's just gonna kill a ton of workers. Oh, and okay, we got the Mutas coming in for the rescue here, but he really needs to move his workers further away.
He has got such a nice position on the top right. He was holding the choke there, but now he moved back a little bit and the Zerglings get us around. And the Lurker, yeah. Well.
The problem with this lurker thing though is it just takes forever killing these things, and his whole army is just idle while it's doing it, and Reaver's killing things in the meantime. Now we got these Mutalisks killing off the Reavers, but in total 15 workers have been killed for Arthur, and Wuja is behind on workers quite a lot and needs to remake them, and he is making other stuff instead, so that's unfortunate.
Ejwoda is doing the right thing. I think he should place a few lurkers on the bottom of the ramp, and then just move his whole army somewhere else, because the Protoss army is trapped there. There's no way they can like exit this choke point. And well, they're gonna try now, but they will take massive damage.
Yeah, and this is wow, he actually just moved them out of there. Well, they
What?
kind of
Just this one zealot.
well, they're really damaged though, but I love this move with the Zerglings, which I don't like this move though. He's actually going to try and attack, and he really shouldn't be doing this. He's just be defending here. Are these Zealots actually going to kill off this section? Those are just going to take some more damage.
These zealots are even at 2 zealots! It's insane! I was like, oh, well, there's no way all these zealots can escape. And they actually kill stuff in the map.
You should. Oh wow, he's just gonna. Dude, this guy hates his Zealots. Now these Zealots are just gonna die like butter because they have so much, taking so much damage. But Wuja's actually not in a very like. He needs more workers. But when you look at the supplies and the army and stuff, he's doing pretty good. And he did deny the third base from Arthur. Arthur seems to be playing a little bit sloppy, actually.
Army supply is okay for Ejwoda, but he needs to transfer some drones to his natural from the third to his natural, and only focus on drone production now, because he has enough army. He just needs his economy back. You should also consider perhaps expanding one more time now.
Yeah, I think he'll be safe, especially taking that base that the lurkers are already at. And he's gonna again try and deny this expansion. He's gonna do it just fine because he has all the Mutalisks. Now there is a lot of Corsairs out in the field, but they're actually gonna go counterattack, and he doesn't need to bring the Zerglings. Why is he bringing the Zerglings? Now Arthur's gonna move out with a very big army. He's gonna attack a very weakened position.
He could get a sick flank from behind though.
He could kill a lot of these. He could kill a lot of the Reavers. Both of them. He could kill these Reavers. But he needs to be careful not to lose too many Zerglings. He doesn't just want a move in there, but that's exactly what he's doing.
The Reavers just go down immediately from these Mutalisks.
Oh, wow.
No, you have to focus. That's a really nice flank coming from every single angle. He's gonna lose all his Mutalisks, unfortunately, but that was a pretty sick surround.
That was incredible. Wuja defends his natural, and he denies the third base yet again from Arthur, and he's puts himself up in a pretty decent position right now. He's still not ahead in supply, he's still not ahead in workers, but the income should be very similar, yes, because he has actually 11 workers less, and that shows in the income, but it's not that different because he has an extra base. Again, though, Corsairs coming in and doing damage.
That's insane. Ejwoda is ahead in the upgrade count.
Oh wow. Yeah, he is. Look at that.
That's insane.
Oh, but here comes Zealots and High Templars. Oh, he's gonna go for the High Templar for the natural, and this is actually really good for Arthur. He needs this to actually come back into this game, and Wuja needs to defend. We're just gonna try and attack instead. I really disagree with this.
That's a really bad decision.
Yeah, he thinks he's further ahead than he actually is at this point, and he's gonna lose it. No, this High Templar doesn't have.
He gets forged though, and now he should immediately back off again. He got the forge.
Oh no, what are you doing? He's sacrificing his whole army to try and break this, and this is just not going to work. He doesn't even kill a single Fulton cannon. Oh, that was so bad. And wow, Wuja GG's. Wow.